I can't wait to get into this pantry and see what kind of meals I come up with for this week. Hello, I am gonna step into this pantry and I'm gonna look to see what I have on hand and try to pull a meal together. We have lots of peanut butter. Okay, so I have some vegetables and I've had this Wolf brand chili here for a really long time. I would like to use this up. Now I'm looking in my bread bin. Look, I have 2 of the same kind of loaves of bread. I need to start eating this. Oh, but look, I also have some hot dog buns. So I have hot dog buns and I have chili. Now I'm gonna head out into my garage. I'm gonna see if I have some hot dogs because that would be a perfect meal for a Monday night. I've been really busy today and I don't feel like doing much cooking. Please be hot dogs, please be hot dogs, please be. Okay, there's a whole bunch of chicken. Let me see, bacon and hot dogs. Yes. Ooh, I could do bacon too. We'll save that for breakfast probably. Back in the pantry. Yay, I have onions. That's what I was hoping for because we love onion on our hot dogs. Okay, for a side, I don't know. I need to look and see what I have in my freezer. So I'm gonna head back out to the garage. I'm gonna see what's in the freezer and come up with a side to go along with these chili dogs. Okay, we're gonna be in the white freezer this time. Ooh, we have ice cream, egg rolls, tamales. Oh, I forgot we had these, so this is an option. 4-cheese medley of pierogies, berries, and we have a pack of regular hash browns, so that's an option. We're back in the house, looking in this freezer. I also see a bag of hash brown potatoes shredded that I need to get cooked up. Wow, that onion is a wicked onion. Wow, my eyes are burning. So on the stove, I have the potatoes going right now and they're in a little bit of olive oil, but I do need to see what seasonings I'm gonna use on those. Oh, and I've decided I'm gonna add some onion to those too. I don't always do that, but I'm gonna. Well, we definitely want salt and pepper. Pepper. Ooh, potatoes are popping. Okay, some onion powder, garlic powder. I think that's pretty good. I might want just a little teeny tiny dash of Lawry's too. That bumps up the flavor. I'm gonna add a little bit of these onions to the potatoes. And then I already added the seasoning to them. And then the rest of the onions will be for the hot dogs. I decided that I'm gonna put the hot dogs in the oven tonight. So I have it on 350 and it'll only take like 10 to 15 minutes. All right, Jason's doing his a little different. He found some Cheese Whiz and he put that on the hot dog buns first. But this is mine. I have just ketchup, mustard, Velveeta cheese, a little bit of chili and onion, and then the potatoes. But I'm debating on if I want ketchup for my potatoes tonight. I don't know. It is Tuesday, and I have been thinking what do I have to pull together for dinner tonight. I think there's some things in the refrigerator that I want to use up. We had a Greek chicken salad a little while ago, it was a few weeks ago. It was so good. And I know for a fact I have like leftover Guatemala olives and just I have cucumber that would go in it because they bought some for snacking, so I know I have that, but I want to see if I have everything possible to build the salad again. And the seasonings to the marinade, I know I have that stuff on hand. I'm pretty sure I have that stuff on hand. But anyway, okay, let's get into the refrigerator and see if I have stuff for the salad first. Okay, right here is the Guatemala olives I was talking about. I need cucumber and tomatoes. I see a tomato in the very front. That's onion. Oh, there's a cucumber. That's perfect. But I have a huge pack of tomatoes that I need to get used up. So I'm gonna use these. And this is coming with me. English cucumbers are so good, I love to snack on them. Sam's Club sells them in 3s. So I'm glad I got the 3-pack because that gives me an extra cucumber for this meal. All right, in the pantry, I really didn't think I had a red onion and I do, so ha, yes, I needed that. Okay, I really didn't think I had one. And then I need rice, which I have right here. If I end up running low on that, I see another box of it right there that I just purchased that at Sam's too. A lot of my staples I keep in my pantry are rice and then canned goods. Vegetables, canned vegetables, or canned tomatoes, refried beans. Beans I keep on hand. So I have a lot of things. Tuna fish, black olives I try to keep on hand. So I'm glad I'm stocked up on that rice. Okay, you know what else this calls for? Feta cheese. I'm gonna look in the fridge and see if I have any. Let's cross our fingers. Oh, let's see. Heavy whipping cream. I have 2 heavy whipping creams. Tim's using these right now. Oh, I have orange juice I need to finish. Feta, yay. All right, here's some little bit. And then here's another one. So I'll be using this too. Before I get started on the actual salad part of this meal, I need to get my chicken marinating. I hope my chicken is thawed out enough for me to work with. Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. And I need to make sure I have all the seasonings for that and get that chicken marinating while I'm prepping this salad. The marinade is everything I have on hand. So I just pulled everything out of the pantry and refrigerator. I have thyme, some lemon juice. Yeah, there's enough in there. Olive oil, white wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and then garlic powder and oregano. I don't have a lot of oregano. I might have to pull my other one out of my pantry. We're starting off with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can also use fresh lemon, 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of oregano. Hang on a second, I gotta get the other one. Okay, I am back with a brand new one. How many do I need of this? 2 tablespoons, thank you for telling me. Appreciate you. Teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna give this a shake. Add the chicken, and I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator to marinate. To be honest, I did not think my chicken was going to be thawed out in time. And it is. But I was fully expecting to have to put it in the microwave to thaw it out. So I'm just a happy girl that my chicken is all thawed out for tonight's dinner, because it's really all about the little things. Give me a thumbs up if you think that it's all about the little things. Okay, I just put the water in the pan for the rice, so I'm gonna get that boiling and get that rice added in a minute. In a bowl, I have some chopped up cucumber and chopped up Guatemala olives. So I have about a quarter of, it says a small red onion diced. I'm gonna add this to the bowl. I diced up 4 of those tomatoes and I removed the flesh, and now I'm gonna add those to the bowl. I have a half a cup of feta cheese. For this next step, it's just the seasonings, more seasonings, which makes it extra delicious. Added to the stuff that's in the bowl, and I already have everything on hand because it's basically the same stuff I added to the chicken, except I'm going to add some dill weed to it. Let me show you. A tablespoon of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, teaspoon of oregano, teaspoon of garlic powder, a 4th teaspoon of dill weed, a teaspoon of salt, and pepper to taste. Now I'm adding 2 cups of the cooked rice. I'm gonna give this a really good stir, and I'm gonna set this aside. Look at this salad. Oh my goodness, it is a delicious one. Tonight I am gonna make an oldie but a goodie, tried and true recipe. I make this one, I would say, every 2 weeks. I have this recipe in my ebook cookbook. I will have it linked below. It is so good. It just uses basic staples out of your pantry, which is peanut butter, rice, a little bit of ginger, some garlic. It's a really simple, quick dinner to put together, and that is what I'm making tonight. I have the sauce sitting in a bowl and just kind of melding together. Then over here on the stove, I have the chicken going. I have rice in the pan setting up, and Cooper has a little bit of just normal chicken frying up. This is completely optional, but I had them in the pantry, which is good because we enjoy this part. You can put peanuts on the top of it if you so choose. I'm in the garage in our little supply shelves out here, and I see that I have some Ritz crackers. I've been trying to work our way through the Ritz crackers, and that makes me think of the recipe where it is the cheesy, crunchy chicken, I believe it is, where it's made with Ritz crackers. I've made it before here on my channel. It is one of my guys' favorite meals. So I'm gonna see if I've got all the ingredients to pull this one together. As you can see, this box is getting low, but for this recipe, all I need is 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers, so that's perfect. I stand corrected. It is 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers. So I am actually gonna put these other 2 sleeves in my pantry and get rid of this big box. I put the 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers in a Ziploc bag, and now it is time to get the frustrations out. The rest of the ingredients for this chicken is some shredded cheese, milk, salt, pepper, everything I have on hand. So that's why I'm crushing up these crackers. Otherwise I'd be in trouble. Need a 1/2 cup of milk. Need some salt and pepper, which is back in here. Now I'm looking for shredded cheese. Please have shredded cheese. Oh, thank goodness. I'm a little worried there. I didn't see it at first. I added a 4 teaspoon of salt and an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper to the Ritz crackers. I'm mixing it in really well. This one will be for milk, and this one is gonna be for cheese. I'm gonna get my cookie sheet set up, so I always put nonstick aluminum foil on it. So I have my little station set up. I've got the milk, cheese, Ritz crackers, and then my cookie sheet, which I gotta get the aluminum foil on. Ta-da, just like that. And I probably should start my oven. It's gonna go on 400. Only takes 30 minutes to cook, or until the chicken reaches the right temperature. Okay, so I have 1 chicken breast done. I always put a little more cheese on the top of them, so they're just, you know, we'd miss the cheese, right? So the process has begun. I need to figure out a side, and I'm looking around and I see some potatoes right there, which I always have those and onions on hand. And then in my sides bin, I see some instant potatoes. So I'm gonna make both. I'm gonna have some fried potatoes, but I'm gonna make them in the air fryer. And then I'm also going to have the instant potatoes too. And then there'll be a choice of whoever wants what. And I should probably have a vegetable. I just thought of that. Yes, I have green beans. That'll be perfect. I was looking at the recipe and I realized that this has a sauce that goes over top of the chicken. And it takes cream of chicken soup, sour cream, and a little bit of butter. So I need to make sure that I have those items I usually do. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Looking for cream of chicken soup. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, sour cream, yes. And butter. There's some here. These 3 simple ingredients make the best sauce to go over the chicken. If you make this chicken, I highly recommend you make this sauce. Just gives it the perfect finishing touch. So the potatoes, I've cooked them for 8 minutes so far on 400 degrees on my air fryer. So I'm gonna do another 8 minutes and they should be set. Seasonings are normal: salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. So for tonight's meal, I have really been thinking about it. I know that I have a lot of tomatoes in my refrigerator. Those need used up. So I need help figuring out what to do with these tomatoes. And I went to that Mediterranean book that we just purchased not that long ago. And I have tabs in here for recipes that I've been wanting to try. And I was looking in it and I come across this recipe. It is a rosemary baked chicken. It has quite a few tomatoes in it, 5 to 6. But I want to see if I have everything else to make up this meal. So let's do some digging and let's see if we can pull this one together. Calls for salt and pepper, which I know I have that. It says I need some dried oregano, which I know I have that. I need some fresh thyme and fresh rosemary if I have it, which I think, well, I need to take the tomatoes out. But yes, I was pretty sure I had thyme, and I do have rosemary in here. Oh, and I have basil in there too. I gotta get that used up one day. It also calls for a red onion, and I just used a little bit of a red onion the other day, so in one of these 2 bags, I have some red onion. I just gotta figure out which one. Minced garlic, olive oil, and it says sweet paprika, which I know I don't have because I grabbed smoked paprika before, and that'll be fine. So I'm going to dig out smoked paprika. I need a half of a lemon, which I'm almost positive I saw a full lemon in here, didn't I? Yes, I did. Perfect. The recipe says to salt and pepper the chicken, but I'm going to add the salt and pepper right in with the seasonings because it's all going to go on the chicken anyway. So you need a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, teaspoon of the paprika. It says a couple sprigs of the thyme. So I'm just gonna take off some of these leaves off of the thyme stems. I ended up adding just a little bit of rosemary as well, the fresh rosemary. It's a rosemary baked chicken, and it says just to use the rosemary for garnish. So I just added a few sprigs in here to cook right in with the chicken. Now I'm adding 4 cloves of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and the juice of half of a lemon. So you take the red onion, just leave it in rings, and you place it all over the bottom of the pan. I sprayed my pan, by the way. Hopefully it'll be easier to clean up. Okay, so I put the chicken in the bowl with all of those seasonings, and I mix it up really good so both sides are coated. And then I laid the chicken on top of the onions. So I took 5 tomatoes, and it says to cut them in half, but I actually quartered them. And you just place these all over the top of the chicken. I covered the baking dish tightly with aluminum foil. I have preheated my oven to 375. I'm gonna cook it for 10 minutes and then uncover it and bake 10 minutes more. Wow, that was really easy to put together. I'm very happy about that, and it smells really good. Now I need to find a side, so we're heading back into the pantry to find a side. I always keep stovetop on hand, at least 1 box. It looks like I have 1 box. And then I'm looking for a vegetable. I'm seeing sliced beets. Justin does not like stovetop. He's crazy. That's what I think. So he is gonna have a couple potatoes in the air fryer. I just put some olive oil and salt on that, and Jason wants some too. So these are pretty small. I made them each 2 because they're so small. But I put them in the air fryer on 400 for 20 minutes. And then I'll flip them and put them in on 400 for another 20 minutes. This is the chicken fresh out of the oven. Ended up taking just a little bit longer, but the temperature comes out right, so we're excited to dig in. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Did you love this video? Here is 2 more pantry videos for you to enjoy.